The Spring Grove Lions will play in a sectional final this Friday night. They will take on the Kingsland squad at Austin. Head coach Kody Moore joining us, and we'll go back to last Saturday in the game against Leroy Ostrander. And seemingly, we say it every week, another hard-fought, knockdown, drag them out Section 1 fight. Your kids got it done in the end. How'd they get it done?
It was, yeah, that's exactly a great way to put it, Darren. It was a knockdown, drag out fight. Hats off to Leroy. Man, that's a tough squad. Yeah, you look at their quarterback. He's a heck of a player. He's a tough kid, and so to be able to limit them to 20 points. I mean, all year long they've been putting up big time numbers, 40, 50 points in most of their games. So you got to start with the defense. Just real pleased with how physical we played. Again, we've gone over it over and over again, but Jacob Olerud at linebacker, he really sets the tone for us, I feel like. And when he plays physical and comes up and sticks, and we play with that edge that he kind of brings, I feel like, that was huge and just setting the tone for our team in general. Ethan Crouch, another one, obviously up front there on the D line. He really did a good job controlling that edge. And Brandon Yankee had a big game. I mean, you could go across the list. It was everyone there defensively. Zach Brum with those couple interceptions. So real pleased again with the defense. We've hung our hat on that all year long. And, I really thought it started there. And you look at the other side of the ball, we got things rolling there. He put up 27. Jackson did another tremendous job. I thought overall we did a good job in the trenches of getting things done. And so overall, great team win against a great opponent. It was fun. We had a great crowd there too, Darren, and just a great high school game there Saturday afternoon.
And let's go through that series at the start of the fourth quarter that Leroy Ostrander had. They drove it from about their own 25 to inside of your 10-yard line, but you kept them off the scoreboard. And yes, it was an efficient, just kind of grinded out drive by the Cardinals, but you didn't give up any explosive plays. How key was that?
Yeah, that's a great point. And we talked a lot about that in film yesterday, the importance of making an offense have to execute 10, 15 plays. Because just law averages, you get to that point, high school football, you start making teams run 15 plays, there's a chance that mistakes might happen. And when you make them earn it with those shorter 4 or 5 yard plays and make them run a lot of those types of plays, I think that's real important. And just love the way our guys bent there, but didn't break. Leroy had a couple self-inflicted wounds, and then we were able to take advantage of that, get the ball back, and Jackson's run there to finish things off. That's a play that'll stick with me for a long time. I know that.
And you mentioned Jackson's, he had that touchdown run at the end, but how was he able to make so many plays within the passing game, knowing the fact it was really his first start at quarterback since he was probably a freshman, right?
Yeah, it is. He played a little JV as a freshman. And, I think the way he gets it, he's just a gamer. He's just one of those guys that he'll do whatever it takes to get the job done. And he's been able to get a few extra reps for the few practices we've had now, in the past week. So that helps a little bit, but also he's a baseball guy. So, he's got the arm for it, and also playing basketball too. He's a competitor, bottom line. So competitors find a way to get things done. And he made just enough throws there Saturday to keep them honest on defense. And, what do you end up with? 3 touchdown passes. So for a kid that hasn't played QB in a few years, he did a tremendous job. And I'm sure he'd say this as well. Those guys up front did a great job protecting him for him to make those throws as well.
You brought up Jacob Olerud earlier, seemingly last game of the regular season and these 2 games in the sectionals to this point. There's been a sense of urgency with that kid that basically has just kind of set that tone for everybody. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, definitely. And I touched on him defensively and how he brings it, and he's physical and lays the wood and that type of stuff, but also offensively, the way he runs the ball. I think the way he runs it and starts our games trying to run people over and stuff like that, it really gets our guys excited, and it filters down into the rest of those guys. So he's been a heck of a leader. He's fun to watch. I think we've talked about this before. He'll be one-on-one in the open fields where he could shake a kid and maybe go a little farther, but he craves contact. He's just that kind of kid. And I love that mentality. And like I said, I think it filters into the rest of our guys. And that physical edge, we've talked a lot about that. It seems like, we've kind of figured that out and turned a corner there, and hopefully continue that on into the section final here this week.
And Kenyon Wanamingo going to be your opponent. They were your week 7 opponent, or I'm sorry,
Kingsland,
yeah,
yep.
Kingsland. I'm looking at different teams playing different people here in section number 1. But Kingsland, your opponent this week. Obviously, they got you in week number 7 of the season. What do you take away from that game as you get ready for this one?
Well, we know they're a great team. They're a big time monster kind of 2-back type of team with a really good running back, maybe the best in the section. Their quarterback, extremely athletic. What we take from that game, honestly, is we try to draw some confidence from the fact that almost through 3 quarters, we were about even with them. We got down in the red zone a couple times and weren't able to punch it in. And we feel like, if we execute like we can, that's a different ball game. So really, to be honest with you, we're drawing confidence from that. And as long as we can put 4 quarters together and play the kind of brand of physical football that we've been playing, I think it's going to be a tremendous game and really a great challenge for us. I know our guys are excited. We're defending section champs and we want to defend the crown, and we're excited to do it against a great Kingsland opponent. What more could we ask for than a beautiful Friday night? It should be out there at Austin against a great Kingsland team.
And from a preparation standpoint, is this pretty much a normal week for you?
Yes, we get back to normal, which is nice. All us routine guys love our routine. And so we're back to, we were filmed Monday, our normal practice Tuesday, Wednesday, walk through Thursday. And then when the lights go on Friday, we'll be ready to rock.
All right, Coach, hopefully it's another section championship and a trip to the state tournament for you guys after Friday night's game. Congratulations on the victory last Saturday. Keep your guys healthy this Friday night, and let's have another conversation next week.
Thanks a lot, Darren. We appreciate your coverage, man.
Kody Moore, head coach of the Spring Grove Lions at Spring Grove and Kingsland, Friday night at Austin.